You can see Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann there meeting with Moose Wala's father. Moose Wala's father had also shot off a letter to, in fact, Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. Arvind Oja is still with us. Arvind, जो चिट्ठी मूसे वाला के फादर ने भेजा था मुख्यमंत्री मान को, उसके बारे में भी थोड़ा जानकारी दे दीजिए।
देखिए, जब सिद्धू मूसेवाले का मर्डर हुआ उसके बाद जो सिद्धू मूसेवाले के फादर हैं उन्होंने एक लेटर लिखा और पंजाब पुलिस को क्रिटिसाइज किया, पंजाब सरकार को क्रिटिसाइज किया और सीबीआई जांच की मांग की। क्रिटिसाइज इसलिए किया क्योंकि जिस दिन जब मर्डर हुआ उसके कुछ दिन बाद ही सिक्योरिटी वो कुछ घटाई गई थी, कमांडोज थे वो कुछ हटाए गए थे और इसी का फायदा शूटर्स ने उठाया और इस हत्याकांड को अंजाम दिया गया। सवाल इसलिए भी जो सिद्धू मूसेवाला के फादर है उन्होंने उठाए क्योंकि लगातार फोन पर धमकियां मिलती थी सिद्धू मूसेवाले को और कुछ महीने पहले ही दिल्ली पुलिस ने एक गैंगस्टर को अरेस्ट किया था पंजाब से, जिसने खुलासा किया कि उसने काफी दिन तक सिद्धू मूसेवाला के घर के बाहर रेकी की थी और सिद्धू मूसेवाले को मारने का प्लान था। तो जब इस तरह का इनपुट्स हो, पहले से एक सिंगर को लेकर जो एक पॉलिटिशियन भी बन गया था उसको लेकर अगर इस तरीके के कई इनपुट्स एक के बाद एक हों, उसके बाद भी अगर उसकी सिक्योरिटी घटाई जाती है और सिक्योरिटी घटाए जाने के कुछ दिन में ही उसका मर्डर हो जाता है, तो फिर जाहिर सी बात है परिवार का गुस्सा सरकार पर, परिवार का गुस्सा पुलिस पर उठेगा और यही गुस्सा उन्होंने अपने लेटर में दिखाया और लेटर में कहा था। और इसी गुस्से की वजह से जो पंजाब के चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं उनको 8 बजे आना था, इस वजह से वो 9 बजे आए, 9 साढ़े 9 बजे के लगभग आए, घंटों का डिलेड हुआ। इस वजह से लोगों का गुस्सा था, लोगों जो फैंस हैं उनका गुस्सा था, जो उनके समर्थक है सपोर्टर्स है उनका गुस्सा था और इसी गुस्से की वजह से खुद चीफ मिनिस्टर घर के बाहर गाड़ी में नहीं उतरे, खुद गाड़ी उनके अंदर चली गई और अंदर ही वो सिद्धू मूसेवाला की फैमिली से मुलाकात कर रहे हैं। जो लोकल्स लोग हैं उनको आइसोलेट कर दिया गया इस जगह से। अगर आप यहाँ पर देखें तो इस जगह पर लोग खड़े हैं, यहाँ पर लोकल्स जो है वो यहाँ पर आपको दिखाई देंगे। जो मेन जगह जहाँ अमूमन डेली सपोर्टर्स उनके फैंस खड़े होते थे, अब वहाँ पर पंजाब पुलिस, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस, कमांडोज वो आपको दिखाई दे रहे होंगे। लोकल्स लोगों को यहाँ से अलग कर दिया गया है और फिलहाल जो चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं भगवंत मान वो उनकी गाड़ी इस कोठी के अंदर मौजूद है और वो जो सिद्धू मूसेवाला के फैमिली है, जो उनके फादर हैं, उनसे मुलाकात कर रहे हैं। सिद्धू मूसेवाला के फादर ने उनको कंसर्न बताया अपना कि क्यों उनका गुस्सा जो पंजाब गवर्नमेंट है उसको लेकर है, क्यों उनका गुस्सा जो है वो पंजाब पुलिस को लेकर है।
Okay, Arvind, thank you for those details. We're getting you the first images of Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's meeting with Moosewala's family. You see him sitting right across Moosewala's father there in the yellow turban. That's Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann seated there amid emotional family members. You can also see that Moosewala's parents, his father and mother, sitting right across from Chief Minister Mann, very emotional, breaking down constantly, and essentially the Punjab Chief Minister is consoling them. But I'm sure they're also asking extremely tough questions of the Punjab government, of the Chief Minister, about the withdrawal of security, about the investigation so far. All of those questions Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann will have to answer, and his family, Moosewala's family, has gone on record, in fact spoken to the media time and again to say, we want a central agency investigation into this. We simply do not trust the Punjab police. So what will Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann do on that front? Is he going to give in to the family's demand or kind of assure them that, look, the Punjab police will ensure that there is a fair investigation? Because 5 days on, there's a lot of pressure on the police and we haven't seen them deliver, in the sense that the shooters haven't been identified and taken into custody just yet. It's also, keep in mind, taken 5 days for Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann to do this, to meet with the family members, to assure them, to console them, something that should have been done the very next day after Moosewala's death. Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann should have been there consoling the family members. You're seeing these images 5 days later. And Bhagwant Mann is there with a huge crowd that you see gathered around the family members. There you can see Moosewala's father speaking to Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. Chief Minister Mann right in the midst of that in the yellow turban. Right across him is Moosewala's father, and on the other side is also Moosewala's mother, both of whom have been extremely critical so far of the Bhagwant Mann government. And that's why we'll have to see what kind of a response really the government comes up with as their bereaved parents are demanding answers about the circumstances that led to their son's murder and the brutal murder that happened on Sunday, a day after Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's government had announced the withdrawal of security of VIPs and then proudly boasted of it, put it up on social media for everyone to know about. And that's something that led to a lot of questions being asked of Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, of the law and order situation in Punjab. The fact that in broad daylight in Mansa district, Sidhu Moose Wala was shot dead like that on Sunday. You can see the family members there, inconsolable. The father of Sidhu Moose Wala, who's been so emotional for the last few days, particularly on the day when the last strikes happened. He is there speaking to Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann, a pall of gloom essentially that's descended on Moose Wala's residence. As you see, everyone there being extremely emotional. Moose Wala's parents time and again breaking down as well as they have the conversation with Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. He's been there for about 25 minutes now. He was supposed to reach at about 8 a.m. but because of all of, in fact, the tension that was witnessed outside Moose Wala's residence with locals gathering, allowing one of Mann's MLAs, making him return, his visit itself got delayed as security was beefed up. The BJP is latched onto that, saying, look at the irony. Security was withdrawn from Moose Wala, it led to his murder, and yet you have 2,000 security personnel in his hometown, in Mansa today, for Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. The BJP has also said that the Chief Minister had spoken time and again about getting rid of the VIP culture, and yet here he is with this kind of security detail for his visit to Moose Wala's village, for his visit to Moose Wala's residence. The parents of Moose Wala is who you see highlighted there on your screens, speaking to Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. So we're getting you these live images right now that's coming in from Moose Wala's residence in Mansa, where Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has reached. He's been there for the last 25 minutes speaking to the family members. Lalit is with us, getting us all the updates. Lalit, emotional scenes inside Moose Wala's residence. We see his parents extremely distraught, breaking down time and again as they speak to Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. They are no doubt going to be seeking details of what's been done so far to identify the killers of their son.
Definitely, yes. It's been 25 minutes now. The Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has already reached the spot. And looking into this now, if we talk about security, personnel have been deployed in large numbers there in the Mansa village. So these, if we just talk about now, already it's been 25 minutes now, the Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has just is giving the whole details of what the whole issue is all about, and taking the reactions of the family also. But if you talk about around an hour before, there was a protest being seen when the Aam Aadmi Party MLA, Gurpreet Singh, was just trying to go there. As already due to security reasons, the roads have been diverted here outside the train singer Sidhu Moose Wala, the residence, looking into the CM when he was trying, when he was coming here. So now you can just see in the visual, let me show you the visual here now. The routes, majority of the national highways have been blocked, and you can see in heavy number the police security personnel have been deployed. So you can see here the bus in the main highway has been kept aside so that no persons are being allowed to enter into the house of Sidhu Moose Wala. So these are the visuals of the national highway. You can see that the bus could be seen upright here on the national highway. All the routes have been diverted, which has been coming from the Chandigarh Mansa highway. So these are the visuals here. So tight security have been deployed. So these are the visuals here. Now let me show you once again, majority of the people who are coming from the Chandigarh, the route is being diverted. All the people are being asked to go from different routes. So all the VIPs also are not being allowed. So these are the cavalcade also a train. You can see, let me show you the visuals here. So you can see heavy security being deployed. Number of police person could be seen in the security, but they are also not being allowed to.
Let's get also Paramban's Youth Akali president is joining us on this broadcast. Paramban's, your reaction to this? 5 days later, Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is now in Mansa meeting with Moose Wala's family.
Well, it's very sad and tragic whatever has happened over here. Sidhu Moose Wala, as you would know better than me, was a person who was loved by Punjabis and non-Punjabis too all over the world. Such a huge tragedy has happened, a brutal killing, a young life lost, and the Chief Minister of Punjab, for the last 5 days, he doesn't have the time, or probably he's scared to face the people. He hasn't been to Sidhu Moose Wala's village. Yesterday, he went to Delhi, discussed the law and order situation with the Chief Minister of Delhi, who probably has the least experience in law and order because the Delhi police does not report to him, asks him what is the way forward, takes his directions, and today, after converting the entire Mansa district into a police cantonment, people have been pushed off. Relatives of Sidhu Moose Wala have not been allowed to enter the house. No mourners are being allowed inside. Just for a photo opportunity, he's going today just to fulfill probably his formality, I would say. It's very tragic, whatever has happened. And we had also gone to meet the family yesterday to condole with them, as every Punjabi is in grief. The family and the entire state is holding the government responsible on sensitive issues of security. Top secret marked documents where the ADGP security that these are strictly confidential just to gather cheap publicity. Such documents are leaked to all the media channels so that the anti-social forces or these gangsters would people are without security and they have an opportune time to attack them. And all these documents have been put on official handles of the Chief Minister and the Aam Aadmi Party. And Punjab Police, despite the fact that they had specific intelligence inputs from Delhi police that Sidhu Moose Wala is bound to be attacked, they scaled down the security. Responsibility has to be fixed. Security giving and taking cannot be a political decision. It has to be based on threat perception, security review committees. None of them were followed. And what has happened now? No threat perception reports taken, no security review committee taken, and these documents leaked to the media. The responsibility has to be fixed. Bhagwant Mann is the Chief Minister and Home Minister. The police reports to him. He will have to face the music now and he should face the law.
Param, you said that you met with the family members also yesterday. How are they holding the government accountable? Do they believe that it was because of security withdrawal? Are they still pushing for the demand of a central agency investigation?
Absolutely. They have, obviously, the family has written a letter to the Home Minister of India asking for an inquiry by a central government agency. That shows the lack of faith in the government of Punjab. And how you asked me, how are they holding the government of Punjab responsible? The father was time and again, and the mother, time and again they were saying, if they had withdrawn the security of our child, why did they have to publish it for the whole world to know? When there were specific inputs by the Delhi police, the entire Punjab media has carried those inputs yesterday. If there were specific inputs by the Delhi police to Punjab police, then why was the security withdrawn? First, it was withdrawn, then it was published for the whole world to know that he is without security, which emboldened these gangsters to come and attack him.
Okay, Parampans, thank you for joining us here on India Today, sharing your perspective on this particular visit. Every political party, the opposition we've spoken to, whether it's the BJP or Akali, is asking why has it taken 5 days for Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann to be there in Mansa to meet with the family members of Moose Wala. Why didn't he do this earlier? They're also saying that very clearly the family is upset right now with the Chief Minister, with his government, saying it was a direct result of security being withdrawn for their son, for Sidhu Moose Wala, and it being published to the public, with the details being put out in full public view. That's what led to his death. Let's get to a live report now. Lalit Sharma joining us live from Mansa, from outside Moose Wala's residence. Lalit, the meeting has been going on for over 30 minutes now. And every opposition leader we've spoken to said very categorically that Moose Wala's family is holding Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann accountable for the death of their son.
See, Akshita, if we just talk about the opposition, so they just have got a big issue to heat up the whole matter. But if we talk about the, especially the Aam Aadmi Party, now today the Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has just reached to the Bereaved family, and from the past half an hour, he is talking to the parents of slain singer Sidhu Moose Wala. But if you talk about the security perspective right now, outside the Sidhu Moose Wala residence, we are just a kilometer away and on the national highway. Let me first of all show you the visuals here. You can see the bus being seen blocking the road so that no persons are being allowed. The other VIPs also are not being allowed to enter. So you can see a big traffic jam here in which a number of persons could be seen waiting to go, but a large number of police personnel here being deployed. And if you talk about the opposition, especially the Congress, the Akali Dal and the BJP, before that they had called an all-party meeting today on the law and order situation. But just half an hour before, a tweet was being posted by the Congress President Raja Amrinder Singh. Now the meeting has been cancelled for some reasons. But overall, it's a big issue and the opposition has got a chance to just take a clash on the... Let me talk you to former Aam Aadmi Party, Sucha Singh Chotepur. He is right now with us. Chotepur ji, आगे जाना है आपने, क्या जाने नहीं दिया जा रहा, क्या बोल रहे हैं?
मैं तो थे डिकना के सन वाली, मैं गाने जाना वाली. आगे आ जाओ थोड़ा जा.
So Akshita, we will just make you talk to Sucha Singh Chotepur also. So you can see number of persons are just coming here to go to Sidhu Moose Wala's residence. So he was the former Aam Aadmi president when Aam Aadmi Party just tried to enter into the Punjab politics. So he was among the first, the Aam Aadmi president, Sucha Singh Chotepur. So you can see that every person who is coming from here could be seen. The police is not allowing them to enter inside. So the car has been parked there and he would be talking to the senior officials there. So these are the visuals outside. Heavy security deployment could be seen, and looking into that only, the local residents of the Musa village are very angry. They were very
Lalit,
annoyed.
just stay with me. There's also big breaking news that's coming in on the story and the investigation into Sidhu Moose Wala's death. As Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is there meeting with the family members, the gangster Lawrence Bishnoi in Delhi's Tihar jail has in fact for the first time confessed that he is involved in Moose Wala's death. We're going to be putting out those details for you any second now. But this is a big India Today news break on the murder of Sidhu Moose Wala, of the Punjabi singer. Lawrence Bishnoi has admitted to the Delhi police that yes, I got singer Moose Wala killed. He's also gone on to state that this is in fact a result, that this was to avenge the killing of his aide Midhu Khera. So for the first time, Lawrence Bishnoi, who's been questioned for the last many days in this particular case and never spoke, wasn't cooperating with the officials, has confessed now, gone on record to say that yes, I killed him. I killed Moose Wala and I arranged this killing and this murder on Sunday. And why? Because Bishnoi says it was to avenge the killing of Vicky Midhu Khera, something that we told you about here on India Today a few days ago, but how this was perhaps the result of a gang war. Big news break that's coming in this morning on the murder case of Sidhu Moose Wala. Lawrence Bishnoi, dreaded gangster who's currently lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail, has now confessed to the Delhi police, saying yes, I got Moose Wala killed. I ensured that he was shot dead in his hometown of Mansa on Sunday. The details that we have for you is that in fact that Bishnoi has said that my gang member did it to avenge the death of my associate Vicky Medukheda. Remember that Vicky was in fact murdered in August 2021 by Sidhu Moose Wala's manager. His manager, Shaganpreet Singh, who was in fact behind the killing of Bishnoi's associate, fled to Australia. And since then, Bishnoi has been looking to avenge the death of his aide. He found that perfect opportunity with the security being withdrawn for Moose Wala. And that's now been confirmed as Lawrence Bishnoi, behind bars in Delhi's Tihar jail, has confessed and said that, yes, I was the one who got Moose Wala killed on Sunday. And I did it to avenge the killing of my close aide, Vicky Medukheda. He's also in fact said that yes, it was my gang member who did it, and all of this happening at a time when Lawrence Bishnoi is all set to be brought to Punjab to be questioned by the Punjab police in this particular case, after he filed a plea in the courts saying, don't let me go there, I'll be killed in an encounter, I'm scared for my life. The court said, no way, you have to be sent to Punjab to be questioned in this particular case. And at such a time, he's now confessed. Tanseem Haider is joining us with more details on this big news break coming in. Tanseem, लॉरेंस बिश्नोई तिहाड़ जेल में कन्फेस कर दिया कि हाँ मैंने ही किया था, मैंने ही प्लॉट किया था मूसे वाला की मर्डर।
जी बिल्कुल, ये ब्रेकिंग न्यूज अभी सामने आई है, अभी पता चली है। स्पेशल सेल की पूछताछ में स्पेशल सेल लगातार कस्टडी में लेकर लॉरेंस बिश्नोई को पूछताछ कर रही है। लॉरेंस बिश्नोई 5 दिन की कस्टडी में स्पेशल सेल की। उसने ये बताया कि किस तरीके से इस कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम दिया गया। उसने ये भी बताया कि उसका साथी जो उसके भाई की तरह था, जिसका नाम विक्की मिद्दू खेड़ा था, जिसे 7 अगस्त को मोहाली में कत्ल कर दिया गया था, उसका बदला लेने के लिए इस कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम दिया गया। ऐसा बताया जा रहा है कि जो विक्की मिद्दू खेड़ा था, उसके कत्ल को अंजाम देने के लिए आर्मेनिया में बैठे हुए जो गैंगस्टर है लकी पटियाल मूसेवाला से कहीं ना कहीं एक साथ जुड़े हुए थे, और इस कत्ल में मूसेवाला के मैनेजर का नाम आया था जो बाद में ऑस्ट्रेलिया भाग गया था। अभी भी वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है। तो ये सारे वो खुलासे किए हैं। अभी और भी उससे पूछताछ की जा रही है, और ऐसा माना जा रहा है कि जल्द ही दिल्ली पुलिस की स्पेशल सेल भी इस मामले में और बड़ा खुलासा करेगी, क्योंकि अभी भी इस केस में जो रिकवरीज हैं वो होना बाकी है। शूटर्स नहीं पकड़े गए हैं। 6 से 7 शूटर इसमें शामिल थे। इनके पास AK-47 AN-94 असॉल्ट राइफल्स शामिल थी जो इस्तेमाल की गई थी। तो ये रिकवरीज होना बाकी है। लेकिन ये बड़ा खुलासा है कि जो लॉरेंस बिश्नोई कह रहा है, लॉरेंस बिश्नोई खुलासा कर रहा है, लॉरेंस बिश्नोई एक्सेप्ट कर रहा है कि हमने इस कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम दिया, हमारे गैंग ने दिया। तो अपने आप में ये बेहद चौंकाने वाला मामला है कि आदेश दिया लॉरेंस बिश्नोई ने। गोल्डी बराड़ ने पूरा प्लॉट तैयार किया कनाडा में बैठकर, और उसके शूटर्स को यहाँ से हायर किया गया। उन शूटर्स ने जो सिद्धू मूसे वाला का कत्ल कर दिया।
Okay, big news break and details that Tanseem Haider is giving us here on India Today, confirming that Lawrence Bishnoi in Tihar jail has confessed that he was the one who in fact arranged the killing of Sidhu Moose Wala. Tanseem, अब तक क्या लॉरेंस बिश्नोई ने कुछ नाम भी दिया है दिल्ली पुलिस को?
जी बेशक दिल्ली पुलिस को ये बताया गया है किन किन लोगों ने लॉजिस्टिक्स मुहैया कराया इस मामले में, किन लोगों ने गाड़ियां का इंतजाम किया जो कत्ल में इस्तेमाल की गई, किन लोगों ने वो हथियार मुहैया कराए, कहां से आए थे वो हथियार। उन लोगों के नाम भी बताए हैं जो मेन कॉन्स्पिरेटर थे पंजाब से जुड़े हुए। तो जाहिर है इसमें पंजाब पुलिस और दिल्ली पुलिस का कोऑर्डिनेशन है, और दोनों कोऑर्डिनेशन के साथ मिलकर इस बात की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जीरो डील किया जाए उन लोगों को जो कत्ल की वारदात में सीधे शामिल थे, जिन्होंने इस शूटआउट को अंजाम दिया था। तो जाहिर है इसमें आने वाले दिन में बड़े अब जल्द ही खुलासे होने वाले हैं, क्योंकि केस में इतना तो पता है कि कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम देने के लिए जेल से साजिश रची गई, कनाडा से उसको अंजाम दिलवाया गया, यहाँ से शूटर हायर किए गए। अब सिर्फ एक कड़ी बचती है, वो कड़ी ये है कि वो चेहरे कौन थे जिन्होंने कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम दिया। जो कोरोला में सवार थे, जो बोलेरो में सवार थे बदमाश, उनके पास हथियार जो ऑटोमेटिक और ये अत्याधुनिक हथियार है वो कहाँ से उनके पास आए थे। तो ये बहुत ही जल्दी खुलासा, जैसे कि पंजाब पुलिस के अफसरों ने भी हमें बताया, इस बात की जानकारी दी कि इस केस का जल्दी ही खुलासा होने वाला है, क्योंकि जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन का लेवल है बहुत ऊंचे तक जा रहा है, और इन्वेस्टिगेशन पंजाब पुलिस अलग कर रही है, दिल्ली पुलिस की स्पेशल सेल अलग कर रही है। तो जाहिर है अपने आप में इस मामले में जल्द ही बड़ा खुलासा होगा, और शूटर और वो हथियार सामने आएंगे, हमें देखने को मिलेंगे जिनको इस वारदात में इस्तेमाल किया गया। और ये बड़ा प्लॉट तैयार किया गया। और एक आने वाले दिन में ये भी ऐसी भी जानकारी मिली है पुलिस को, स्पेशल सेल को, कि कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ऐसे भी तैयारियां हो रही हैं और गैंग्स की तरफ से कि इसके रिटेलिएशन में अगर सिद्धू मूसेवाला का कत्ल हुआ है तो उसका बदला लेने के लिए भी कई गैंगस्टर ऐसी बातें कर रहे हैं। तो वो भी खतरा है एक बड़े गैंग वॉर का पंजाब में, जिसको लेके अलर्ट किया गया है पंजाब पुलिस को भी। लेकिन लॉरेंस बिश्नोई का ये खुलासा अपने आप में बेहद चौंकाने वाला है। ये बातें तो शुरू से सामने आ रही थी, उसने जिम्मेदारी भी ली थी, सोशल मीडिया में पोस्ट भी डाला था। हाल ही में उसके एक साथी ने खुलासा किया कि हाँ, उसने कत्ल की वारदात को अंजाम दिया है। तो जाहिर है ये सब खुलासे हो रहे थे, लेकिन उसका खुद का कबूल करना एक बड़ी बात है, एक बड़ा सेटबैक माना जा रहा है, एक बड़ा अचीवमेंट, एक बड़ी पकड़ मानी जा रही है दिल्ली पुलिस की। और पंजाब पुलिस के लिए एक अच्छा इंफॉर्मेशन है ये कि पंजाब पुलिस को इससे और मदद मिलेगी अगर वो कोऑर्डिनेट कर रही है दिल्ली पुलिस के साथ कि आगे के लोगों को कैसा पकड़ा जाए।
This is the biggest news break as far as the Moosewala murder case and the investigation is concerned. Lawrence Bishnoi, lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail, has confessed and admitted that yes, I was the one who hatched this murder conspiracy. I wanted to avenge the death of my aide, Vicky Medukheda, and that's why I told my gang members to go after Sidhu Moosewala. He's given names to the Delhi police in his confession, saying these were the gang members who were involved. So this is the biggest breakthrough yet for the investigation team as well. And let's hope this helps speed up in identifying and nabbing the shooters as well. Tanseem, do stay on with us. I'm slipping into a very short break. We'll be right back, getting you more such exclusive news breaks on the biggest story of the day.